While playing with their 4-year-old son, a Reddit user experienced a chilling encounter they'll never forget. In the distance, they spotted a mysterious figure standing completely still for 2 eerie minutes until it suddenly shifted to the left. Alarmed, they kept a close watch while dialing the police, but things took an even more terrifying turn when they realized who or what they were looking at. The infamous window ear guy. Who is this unsettling figure, and what could they possibly want from this family? Authorities were left stunned when they stumbled upon young children abandoned inside a car, deep in the woods, with no guardian in sight.
Sheriff's office! Watch down. I got up. Yep. Little one. 2 little ones. Side of the car. Can't believe this. Hi, little guys. This is freaking horrible. You know, already I'm getting DHS now, dude. We want medical too.
Sweetie.
Yeah, let's see if we can secure. I don't like this, dude. I can get cop walk and research. Let's secure them in our cars. Yeah. Because at least just take the.
But instead of an adult response, the chilling sound of children crying filled the air. As officers cautiously approached, the grim reality sank in.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I know. Do you want out? Here, I'll get it for you. You want it? You want to come out?
Beneath their calm exterior, the officers were horrified. Who could leave these kids out here, alone and helpless? Immediate action was taken. DHS and medical teams were called to the scene, ensuring the children received urgent care. Reports later confirmed they had been stranded for 2 hours before being found. The ordeal began with domestic disturbance, during which a man fled the scene, taking the children with him. Now under state protection, these innocent kids can now only hope for the love and support they desperately need. What could drive someone to abandon children in such a terrifying situation? Authorities continue their investigation, but one thing is certain: these officers may have prevented a devastating tragedy. During a trip in 2012 or 2013, a group of friends decided to spice things up with a Halloween ghost tour at Concordia Cemetery. As they took a break, they wandered ahead to snap a group photo, with their tour guide capturing the moment. Later that night, while reviewing the pictures, one friend's sister noticed something chilling. An eerie figure wearing a hat walking past them. No one had seen anyone there at the time. Overcome with fear, she insisted they leave immediately. When they got home, she showed the unsettling image to the group, and from that moment on, they swore off ghost tours forever. Was it just a passerby they somehow missed? Or did they capture something far more unexplainable? While reviewing his trail camera footage, a hunter from Virginia stumbled upon something truly baffling. The eerie image captured what some believed to be a ghostly child. Or perhaps even an unknown creature lurking in the woods. Skeptics dismiss it as nothing more than a trick of the moonlight, but others aren't so convinced. Could this be undeniable proof of the paranormal, or just a haunting illusion? While hiking for miles behind a secluded farmhouse deep in Vermont's Green Mountain National Forest, a man stumbled upon something eerie. A series of perfectly shaped circles in the snow above a frozen pond. The formations were unnervingly precise, leaving him questioning their origin. Were they a natural phenomenon, animal tracks, or something far more mysterious? One theory suggests they could result from deer or moose stepping through the icy snow, causing the area to melt and refreeze into these distinctive shapes. But is that the real explanation? Or are these formations a clue to something we've yet to understand? While strolling alone near a cemetery, someone snapped a photo only to be shocked by what they saw. A dark, shadowy figure loomed behind a gravestone. The uploader swears they were completely alone then, sparking a heated debate online. Could this be proof that spirits linger in graveyards, making ghostly encounters more common? Or did they simply overlook a passerby in the eerie setting? Was this a true apparition, or just a chilling coincidence? On February 4th, 2013, a chilling video surfaced on YouTube, posted by Maid Addison. She and her friends had been exploring the Umatilla Indian Reservation in eastern Oregon when they captured something truly unsettling on camera.
These guys are braver than me.
Although they were familiar with the area, the eerie sounds echoing through the night left them baffled. Some speculated it could be foxes or coyotes, but local legends tell of far stranger things lurking in the dark. Whatever the source, one thing is certain. Hearing that sound in the middle of the woods is the stuff of nightmares. While hiking the Goldenrod Trail Loop at the University of North Florida, Reddit user Phoenix Fire decided to test out their new Polaroid camera. One of their shots captured a dead-end sign marking a trail leading to the highway. But when they developed the photo, something chilling appeared, a shadowy figure standing beside them, something they hadn't seen in person. Was this an eerie paranormal presence caught on film, or just a trick of the light playing mind games? A spine-chilling photo from Oakwood Cemetery in Spartanburg, South Carolina, also known as Hell's Gate, has sent shivers down the spines of paranormal enthusiasts. Shared by a Reddit user, the eerie image appears to capture a ghostly childlike figure lurking among the graves. With Oakwood's dark history and countless eerie legends, many believe the cemetery is a magnet for restless spirits. While ghost hunters are convinced this is yet another sign of supernatural activity, skeptics argue it's nothing more than a trick of the light and shadows. Regardless of the truth, the photo has only added to Hell's Gate's sinister reputation as one of South Carolina's most haunted locations. This mind-boggling TikTok video from MacGyver Box has left viewers scratching their heads.
Vea, muchacho, vea, los que no creen en los duendes, vea. Vean un duende, vea. Un duende, me acabo de...
The clip captures a tiny, mysterious figure moving in an eerily unusual way. Some believe it could be a duende, a mischievous mythical spirit, while others insist it's just a trick of camera perspective. But here's the weird part. The figure looks completely human, just way too small. How is that even possible? While stealth camping in the forest, YouTuber Aquachigger spotted something unusual.
See, this is all chopped down. This is a tree someone chopped up. That's a, you know what that is? That's a homemade machete. It's like a thin piece of steel. Makes me wonder, makes me kind of assume anyway, that this is probably a veterans camp.
A blue tarp in the distance. The nearest town was miles away, though a shopping center sat about half a mile from his location. As he trekked through the woods, his eyes locked onto movement near the tarp. At first, he assumed it was just a deer, but as he got closer, the real discovery unfolded. An abandoned campsite. Scattered around were tools, a duffel bag, and remnants of what used to be a makeshift shelter. The setup hinted at two possibilities: a homeless veterans camp or a hidden grow operation. Either way, the eerie disarray raised unsettling questions. A single footprint, aged but still visible, suggested recent activity. Among the scattered belongings, Aquachigger noticed a sprung trap, likely forgotten, and cruel fate for any animal that might have wandered in. Then came the strangest find of all, an electric tool, something no one would logically haul into the deep woods unless they had plans to return. The campsite state left him uneasy. Had the person been forced to flee? Was someone still lurking nearby? Had he unknowingly camped just a short distance from this strange site for days? Though tempted to investigate further, an instinctive chill ran down his spine. He decided to leave it undisturbed, carrying with him more questions than answers. Reddit user SmoothGap5831 was enjoying a solo camping trip when they stumbled upon something truly eerie. While taking a break for a smoke, they noticed a shadowy figure standing just off the trail. Was it a ghostly apparition, a mysterious stranger lurking in the woods, or just a trick of the light, created by shadows and twisted tree formations? With the poor lighting and distance, the truth remains unsettlingly unclear, but the image they captured has left the internet buzzing with speculation. A man was taking a late-night stroll when he suddenly heard the chilling sound of a woman sobbing, yet as he looked around, there was no one in sight. Calling out into the darkness, he searched for the source only for a shadowy figure to suddenly crawl toward him at an unnatural speed. Heart pounding, he turned and ran.
No mames, miren esa madresota. No mames. ¿Quién eres, güey? No mames, ¿quién eres? Ay, capaz, hijo de su puta madre. No mames, güey. No mames, güey. Puta madre. Oh, hijo de la chingada. Ay, cabrón. No mames, ¿qué es esa madre?
In Mexico, the legend of La Llorona, the wailing spirit, has terrified people for generations. Her ghostly cries match the tale. But there's one problem. La Llorona is usually seen as a spectral woman, not a crawling creature. So what did this man encounter? Some believe it wasn't La Llorona at all, but something far more sinister. A skinwalker, using its eerie mimicry to lure him in. 3 friends set out for a camping trip in the forest, capturing memories along the way. But one photo they took that night sent chills down their spines. In the image, 2 of them are seen sitting near the crackling campfire, yet something eerie lurks behind them. 2 ghostly figures appear in the background, one seemingly resting a hand on a friend's shoulder. The friends swear they are alone. Some speculate it's just a trick of the camera, perhaps long exposure or smoke playing tricks on the lens. But others aren't so sure. Was it a simple glitch or proof of something truly paranormal? While camping in the forest of Leominster, Massachusetts, a man heard something unusual rustling in the trees. Curious, he grabbed his camera and started recording, only to capture something truly bizarre.
What the fuck is that? Oh my God.
A small brown ape-like figure darted through the branches at incredible speed. Leominster isn't known for having wild apes, which makes this 2015 footage even more mysterious. Some believe it could be a baby Bigfoot, while skeptics insist it's just someone in a suit. One thing's for certain, the clip has left viewers questioning what lurks in those woods. Reddit user Tara Yee was exploring the Stump House Tunnel in South Carolina with friends and family when they captured a chilling photograph just as they exited. The image appears to show a man in a suit and top hat walking alongside a woman in a dress and sandals, an oddly out-of-place sight for the modern setting. According to Tara Yee, no one else was around at the time, making the mysterious figures even more unsettling. While some speculate it could be a trick of the light or a camera glitch, the eerie apparitions continue to raise more questions than answers. After hearing eerie rumors from a mysterious stranger in Gettysburg, 2 friends set out on a late-night investigation. For 20 minutes they waited in silence until they finally captured what they came for.
Holy crap. Down by the canyon, see that?
Oh, what is that?
Wait, shh. Oh my God.
No way. What is that?
I have no friggin' idea.
Did you get that on the camera?
It's recording.
Oh my gosh, did you see that?
Did you, honestly?
I wouldn't believe it unless we recorded it.
Right before their eyes, a faint ghostly figure emerged beside the cannon, only to vanish into thin air moments later. In 2011, a hiker embarked on a heart-pounding journey along Spain's infamous Caminito del Rey, capturing footage that would leave anyone's palms sweating. The narrow walkway, once known as the world's most dangerous path, clung precariously to the cliffs near Malaga, with crumbling stairs, missing handrails, and a sheer 330-foot drop into the river below. It was a daredevil's dream and a nightmare for anyone afraid of heights. Originally built in the early 20th century for hydroelectric workers, the walkway had deteriorated so badly by 2006 that much of it had collapsed, leaving behind only rusted steel beams and fragile safety wires. Yet despite the life-threatening risks and several recorded fatalities, thrill seekers continued to test their luck, lured by the solitude, breathtaking views, and sheer adrenaline rush. Fortunately, a full restoration in 2015 brought the path back to a much safer state, making it accessible to visitors without the looming fear of disaster. As for the hiker who filmed that harrowing journey, they made it through unscathed, but looking at those crumbling paths, it's chilling to think how easily their adventure could have taken a deadly turn. While exploring the eerie Holesmith Cemetery in Oakland National Forest, a ghost hunter captured something truly bizarre. In one photo, a shadowy apparition mysteriously appeared, but in the very next shot, taken just moments later, the figure has completely vanished. Is this undeniable proof of the paranormal? Or is there a logical explanation behind the chilling sightings? While recording a podcast in the woods with friends, the group started discussing their futures.
What are you gonna be doing, dog?
I'll be close to retiring, I said.
I don't know, dude. That's gonna be me, dude. I can't see myself doing.
But their casual chat took a chilling turn when they noticed something unsettling.
Guys, there's a little jiggling going on with our doorknob. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know who that is, or if I call my dad, I know we're not going upstairs. That's for sure. I'm hoping he's going away. This is the third time he's done that. Let's go. I don't think he's still here. He's been just walking around. Dude, I don't know if we can really even see him.
Oh my!
Oh, you can kind of see him.
Oh.
Yeah, no, there he is. That's a little scary for us tonight. My dad is not home. I don't know if I call him or what, but...
A faint jiggling at the doorknob. This wasn't the first time. Whoever it was had been lurking around, and the group hoped they would just go away. But when they peeked outside, they spotted a shadowy figure moving near the house. Things escalated when later that night, they saw the same eerie figure walking along the highway.
There he is. Oh, there he is.
God.
That's creepy. Oh, what the heck, dude?
Whoa.
Okay, dude, we'll spin around once more, see him. Alright, we're gonna back up. This is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Never in my life, I don't know what.
Dude, and there's no.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad he left. We're going to my buddy.
Commentator later pointed out something chilling. The shadowy figure in the footage looked eerily similar to the person they'd seen on the road. When a Redditor confirmed it was the same individual, the real question became clear. Was this just a prank? Or did this mysterious stranger have far more sinister intentions? Hiking is supposed to be an escape to fresh air, scenic trails, and the beauty of nature. But sometimes the wilderness holds secrets that defy explanation. From eerie figures lurking in the trees to ghostly whispers caught on tape, these hikers stumbled upon something not of this world. Welcome to Dare to Watch, where today we're diving into 20 creepy moments caught on camera by hikers. Brace yourself, because some of these will chill you to the core. These friends took a 360-degree photo to capture their entire group, hoping for a fun memory. But when they later reviewed the image, they noticed something chilling. On the porch, two figures appeared, one looking completely normal, while the other sent shivers down their spines. Its face was eerily pale, almost unnatural, as if it didn't belong. Was this a trick of the light, a camera glitch, or something far more unexplainable? The photo was taken in Gomez Ferraris, Tamaulipas, Mexico, home to the Eerie El Celio Biosphere Reserve, a place shrouded in dense forests and eerie legends. Could they have unknowingly captured something paranormal? Who or what was standing on that porch? On a warm August night, at exactly 8:25 p.m., a trail camera deep in the Washington woods was triggered. But this time it wasn't a deer or some small animal wandering by. It was something far more unsettling. The camera captured a pale figure draped in a white gown, clutching a bizarre-looking doll. Some speculated it might be a lost dementia patient, but with no missing persons reports and no nearby roads, that theory quickly fell apart. So what or who was out there in the darkness? Reddit user Phone666 stumbled upon a chilling sight while wandering through the woods of rural France. Nailed to a tree was a large wooden plank, decorated with random objects, but one detail made it truly unsettling. A severed toddler mannequin head was eerily attached to it. The disturbing display sparked countless theories. Was it part of an abandoned art project, a strange local ritual, or just a twisted prank? Whatever the truth, one thing's for sure, I wouldn't stick around and find out. TikTok user Datora found himself in a nightmare while exploring a dark cave with just a flashlight. After wandering aimlessly for hours through the endless twisting passages, he decided to start filming, hoping his camera could capture what his eyes could not. But when he later brightened the footage, he noticed something chilling. At the far end of the cave, a shadowy figure stood motionless, perfectly still, watching. He turned to the TikTok community for answers, but with little detail, speculation ran wild. Was it a lost traveler, a lurking creature, a ghost, or just a trick of the light? Whatever it was, one thing is certain. Being lost in a dark cave is terrifying enough, but realizing you might not be alone, that's pure horror. While hiking through a dense forest, a man stumbled upon something truly unsettling. A set of bones with shoes still attached, making it appear as if they belonged to a human. Strangely, the uploader never mentioned calling the authorities, and no further updates were ever provided. The eerie remoteness of the location only deepened the mystery. But after analyzing the photo more closely, I can't help but ask, were those really human remains? Or did someone deliberately place animal bones in a shoe to send chills down the spines of other hikers? While hiking through the stillness of the woods, a man stumbled upon something that sent a chill down his spine. A young girl in a blue dress darted past, running alone. But as he watched, something about her movements felt off. Instead of running as any child would, she seemed to hop, her strides unnatural and disjointed. When she slowed and turned toward him, her face made his stomach drop. It looked strange, almost otherworldly, as though it wasn't quite human. A deep unease washed over him. Was this truly a child? Or something far more sinister, perhaps? A shapeshifter? Or an animal cloaked in a human-like disguise? A group of explorers ventured into the infamous Deering Woods in Pluckley, Kent, better known as the Screaming Woods, a place shrouded in eerie legends. According to local tales, the forest is haunted by the restless spirits of those who entered and were never seen again.
Oh my days.
Should we scream back at her?
As they made their way through the dense woodland, an unearthly, blood-curdling scream suddenly pierced the silence.
Oh my days.
While hiking in Finland, Reddit user Axie Finn stumbled upon something eerie. A triangular structure made of sticks, bones, and fabric. At first they thought it might be some kind of art project, but other users had a much darker take. Many urged them to leave immediately, warning that it could be a ritualistic symbol or even a sign of something far more sinister. While hunting in the dense forest of the Pacific Northwest, a man suddenly heard eerie, unsettling sounds that sent a chill down his spine. Grabbing his camera, he began recording, hoping to capture whatever was making the noise. Then, through the thick trees, he caught sight of something strange. A tall figure, its body cloaked in a mass of thick hair, blending almost perfectly with the forest. As it moved, it let out disturbing sounds that heightened the tension, before vanishing into the shadows of the woods. Could this been the elusive Bigfoot, finally revealed? Hiking on Mount Athos, a sacred site in northern Greece known for its ancient monasteries and deep spiritual significance. A man captured the breathtaking scenery on camera. But as he panned across the landscape, he spotted something extraordinary, a hazy figure bathed in a rainbow-like glow. According to legend, this was the invisible monk, a holy man so devoted to his faith that he was granted the gift of invisibility, only revealing himself to those in need of spiritual guidance. Was this a mere trick of the light, or did the hiker unknowingly seek something greater? Reddit user BoobopKitten shared a bone-chilling experience from a paranormal investigation at Eisenhower Bridge in Gettysburg. Her husband, a self-proclaimed skeptic, snapped several photos during the visit, but one image left them all speechless. A shadowy figure appeared in the frame, completely unexplainable. It could have been their own shadows, as all four of them stood side by side. Then, as they tried to make sense of the eerie sight, the unmistakable sound of crunching footsteps echoed from the nearby woods, yet they were entirely alone. The freezing temperatures that night made it highly unlikely that anyone else was wandering nearby. Some speculated that the shadow might have been cast by the REM pod, but the uploader quickly ruled that out. Even stranger, the figure's head had no logical explanation, and with her husband's weak camera flash, there was no way it could have illuminated anything at that distance. So if it wasn't them, then who or what was watching? While venturing down an unmarked trail deep in the woods, this person stumbled upon a truly unsettling sight. Scattered across the ground lay a chilling collection of animal bones, seemingly arranged with purpose. Adding to the eerie atmosphere were discarded bottles, cans, and even a flag hanging nearby. It felt less like nature's work and more like the remnants of something human. But the real question is, why? While hiking through the forest, a woman found herself in a heart-stopping encounter, face to face with a black bear.
Hello. 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 No.
Typically, black bears are shy and tend to steer clear of humans, but when they feel threatened, they become dangerous. What shocked many was how remarkably calm she remained. Experts often advise making noise to scare the bear away rather than freezing in fear. Against all odds, she managed to escape unharmed, leaving everyone in awe of her composure in such a terrifying moment. Reddit user Sagfo was taking a late-night stroll through the forest around 2 a.m. when a chilling scream echoed through the forest. The eerie sound sent shivers down their spine. Was it a wild animal? A desperate cry for help? Or something far more sinister lurking in the shadows? Overcome with panic, they turned and ran, vowing never to walk those woods at night again. But one haunting question remains. What was out there that night? A mother and her daughter were enjoying a peaceful walk in the woods when the little girl suddenly pointed toward the bushes. Eyes wide with curiosity, something was moving. Intrigued, the mother lifted her camera and zoomed in, only to be met with a sight that sent shivers down her spine.
Yeah. What in the world? Let's go inside right now.
There, lurking in the bush, was a bizarre creature unlike anything she had ever seen. Its spider-like legs protruded from its head, giving it an unsettling, almost otherworldly appearance. Was it a cryptid, a strange, undiscovered species, or just an elaborate hoax? The short clip was posted on TikTok with almost no context, fueling speculation. Some dismissed it as staged, but others couldn't shake the feeling. What if it was real? A Reddit user recently ventured into an abandoned town at night, expecting silence, but what they encountered was downright chilling.
Oye, güey, si oye que están hablando, güey. Oye. Oigan. Hola. Oye. Oye.
Para allá, güey. Yo lo escucho para acá, carnal.
Sí, para allá se escucha, güey. Niña, ¿puedes venir a jugar con nosotros?
Hola, Choy.
Uy, güey, me dio escalofrío, güey. Está hablando, güey. No mames.
Out of the darkness, faint voices and eerie children's laughter echoed through the empty streets. But how? The town was completely deserted. Were these the lingering spirits of former residents, trapped between worlds? Or was it just a trick of the night, an illusion playing with their senses? Some believe it was nothing more than a natural sound carried by the wind. But in a place so desolate, dismissing the supernatural isn't so easy. A viral TikTok video posted by Logan Lin 2 had viewers buzzing after it appeared to show a ghostly figure riding a horse through the night. The eerie clip quickly gained traction, with many convinced they had just witnessed something paranormal. However, Logan later revealed that the whole thing was just a playful joke between her and a friend who was, in fact, the one riding the horse. The spooky illusion was simply a result of poor lighting and her phone's camera's inability to capture clear details in the shadows. To set the record straight, she even posted another video with better lighting, showing the same horse and rider in a normal setting. While some were disappointed that the ghostly rider wasn't real, many appreciated her honesty and the fun behind the viral moment. While exploring Hankey Church Cemetery in Plum, Pennsylvania, late at night, a Reddit user unknowingly captured something chilling on camera. The eerie photograph appeared to show a half-bodied apparition. Some say it resembles a priest, while others believe it could be a war veteran. According to local legend, a priest was lynched for adultery on these very grounds before the church mysteriously burned to the ground. Adding to the cemetery's unsettling aura, numerous war veterans are buried here as well. Despite repeated efforts to debunk or recreate the image, the original poster remains convinced, insisting this is one of the most compelling ghostly encounters they've ever witnessed. While enjoying a campfire, a user snapped a few photos only to later spot something chilling. An unexplained shape appeared in one of the images, a shadowy figure that didn't match any known objects nearby. This property, along with the surrounding land, sits atop an old mining grounds dating back to the gold rush, adding an unsettling layer to the mystery. Even more eerie, the user along with others has reported sightings of a dark figure, often described as the man in the hat. Could this be something paranormal lurking in the remnants of the past, or just a strange trick of the light? While hiking in a remote part of Alaska, Reddit user Sarah and her friends captured something eerie on audio. An unsettling voice whispering in the background. Curious and unnerved, Sarah shared the clip on Reddit, asking others if they could make out what she was saying. One user, Endangered Mind 2, speculated the voice was warning them, "Race back down." But who or what uttered those chilling words remains a mystery. Did you dare to watch it all? If you did so and enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you, and we'll see you again soon. A trail camera set up to capture wildlife ended up recording something truly eerie. The footage shows 3 deer grazing peacefully until something stirs behind the trees. One of the deer seemed to notice it, its head snapping toward the movement. But what makes this even more unsettling is the figure itself. Some believe it could be a person or a cryptid, while others, including me, suspect something far more supernatural. Its almost transparent appearance sends chills down your spine. Unfortunately, the footage is too grainy to reveal the truth, leaving the mystery unsolved. This eerie tale comes from a Reddit user who shared a chilling family mystery passed down by their grandmother. Back in the 1980s or 90s, while returning from a shopping trip with her brother, the grandmother spotted a mysterious woman in a white dress standing by the roadside. Strangely, her brother who was driving saw nothing, even though they were moving at a fast pace. Fast forward to 2009 and the mystery deepened. While flipping through old family photos, the user stumbled upon a peculiar image. Their cousin standing in a garden, with the same woman in white lurking in the background. Yet the user's father, who took the photo, swore there was no one else there at the time. Given that the family cottage is surrounded by a dense forest and open fields, the presence of this spectral figure remains an unsettling enigma. While staying at an Airbnb, one night took a chilling turn when they spotted something unusual lurking in the backyard. Grabbing a camera, they captured a dark figure with glowing eyes, an image that has since fueled intense debate online. Some believe it's nothing more than a hoax or a cleverly staged stunt, while others are convinced it could be something far more sinister. Sure, the glowing eyes might belong to an animal, but the figure's unmistakably human shape adds an unsettling layer to the mystery. What do you think? A trick of the light, or a true paranormal encounter? In this eerie footage from California, 2 friends are cruising down a secluded forest trail when they spot 4 deer darting through the trees. But then what was that?
I saw 4 deer. Whoa! What was that? What the world?
Up ahead, a massive humanoid figure emerges from the shadows. Intrigued yet uneasy, the driver presses the gas, hoping for a clearer look. As they close in, the creature becomes fully visible, and it's nothing like they expected. Before they can process what they're seeing, the figure unleashes a chilling, guttural roar, a clear warning to stay away.
Oh. I am not going in there. Whoa, let's go.
Taking no chances, the driver slams the car into reverse and speeds off, bringing the video to an abrupt end. But here's the weird part if you look closely. It almost seems like there's a zipper running down its back. Could this just be someone in a costume? Or did they stumble upon something far more mysterious? Josh and Sasha, along with their friends Steve, Toby, and Danny, set out on a hike with one goal: finding a hollow tree big enough to crawl through. After some searching, they finally stumbled upon one. The challenge? Squeezing through its narrow opening. The plan was simple: enter from the bottom and exit through the top. But there was one problem. The edges were jagged, almost barbed, making it a one-way trip.
Oh my god.
Like, there's room for another shoulder here, but you've got to contort your
No, I
body.
can't even turn my head.
Oh, that was scary.
If you squirm, yeah, just keep pushing your feet. Do you know what Josh was doing again?
One by one, they attempted to push through the cramped tunnel of twisting wood. Then disaster. Someone got stuck.
Like, just try and get that cheek up. Yeah, that's it. Josh. Let us know if it's too painful.
Panic arose, but with teamwork and sheer determination, they all somehow managed to squeeze their way through.
Freedom! That was like 10 minutes.
What started as a simple adventure had turned into a tense, heart-pounding challenge, but in the end, they made it. Reddit user SaltyAd7827 shared a series of photos from a recent camping trip, but one image sent chills down their spine. While reviewing the pictures, they spotted a ghostly face peering out from behind a rock, something they hadn't noticed at the time. To make things even creepier, they included another photo taken just seconds apart. Where the eerie figure was nowhere to be seen. This trail camera was placed deep in a remote forest to capture glimpses of wildlife. While it did record a majestic deer, it also caught something far more chilling. A shadowy figure that appears out of nowhere and vanishes just as quickly. The most unsettling part? The deer's reaction. Its sudden shift in behavior suggests that whatever was there wasn't just a trick of the camera. It was real. While hiking down a quiet trail, two friends stumbled upon something extraordinary.
Down the trail, me, Gavin, and Greg. Say what's up, Gavin.
Hey, how you doing?
Here's Greg. What's up, Greg? He's the quiet type. We can't get him to talk. Ah, we know you, Greg. We know you. We know you.
A tree with a hauntingly lifelike grin carved into its bark. But even he couldn't look away from the eerie face staring back at them from the tree. It was almost too perfect, as if someone was trapped inside trying to break free. Was this a bizarre act of nature, or had someone deliberately carved the unsettling expression into the wood? A guy was camping in the woods when he noticed something moving nearby. He grabbed his camera and flashlight and recorded this giant creature walking by. That was where the footage stopped, which left many people questioning what happened next. While hunting in the dense forest of the Pacific Northwest, a man suddenly heard eerie, unsettling sounds that sent a chill down his spine. Grabbing his camera, he began recording, hoping to capture whatever was making the noise. Then, through the thick trees, he caught sight of something strange. A tall figure, its body cloaked in a mass of thick hair, blending almost perfectly with the forest. As it moved, it let out disturbing sounds that heightened the tension, before vanishing into the shadows of the woods. Could this been the elusive Bigfoot, finally revealed? A Reddit user, WhenAwaken420, recently shared a series of unsettling images captured outside his remote cabin in the woods. The chilling photos reveal a shadowy black figure lurking near his home, a presence that has filled him with dread. He claims this eerie entity has been lingering outside for some time now, leaving him on edge and questioning what might be watching him from the darkness. In 2012 or 2013, a group of friends decided to add some thrills to their night with a Halloween ghost tour at Concordia Cemetery. Everything was going as planned until they paused for a group photo. Their tour guide snapped the picture and they carried on, unaware of the eerie surprise waiting for them. Later that night, as they scrolled through the pictures, one friend's sister froze. There in the background was a shadowy figure wearing a hat, walking right past them. The problem? No one had seen a single soul there at the time. A wave of fear crashed over her as she demanded they leave immediately. Back home, she showed the unsettling image to the group. The realization sank in. Either they had missed a real person in the darkness, or they had captured something unexplainable. From that night forward, they vowed never to go on a ghost tour again. Coincidence, or proof of something beyond our understanding? A Reddit user recently ventured into an abandoned town at night, expecting silence. What they encountered was downright chilling.
¿Eres una niña? Oye, güey, si oye que están hablando, güey. Oye. Oigan. Hola. Oye. Oye.
Para allá, güey. Yo lo escucho para acá, carnal.
Sí, para allá se escucha, güey. Niña, ¿puedes venir a jugar con nosotros?
Hola, Choy.
Uy, güey, me
Está hablando, güey.
Está hablando, güey. No mames.
Out of the darkness, faint voices and eerie children's laughter echoed through the empty streets. But how? The town was completely deserted. Were these the lingering spirits of former residents trapped between worlds? Or was it just a trick of the night, an illusion playing with their senses? Some believe it was nothing more than a natural sound carried by the wind. But in a place so desolate, dismissing the supernatural isn't so easy. Flying down a rugged forest trail, a mountain biker was tearing through the terrain when boom.
What? Fuck off. Oh my.
Out of nowhere, a deer leaped into his path. The impact was brutal, sending the rider soaring over a bush and crashing hard, leaving him battered and his bike wrecked. Miraculously, despite the violent collision, both the biker and the deer lived to tell the tale. Two backpackers were climbing a rock when one of them slipped at a crucial moment.
Oh my nuts!
He lost his footing and ended up dangling upside down. But luckily, his climbing gear held strong, saving him from disaster. He walked away unscathed, just with a wild story to tell. A Reddit user in rural Florida was reviewing footage from their motion-activated backyard camera, normally used to capture local wildlife, when they stumbled upon something chilling. In the first image, bathed in the glow of a nearby carport light, the user is seen walking to their car, but they weren't alone. Beside them stood a tall, unidentifiable figure. The eerie part? The Redditor swears they were completely alone at the time. Just seconds later, the camera snapped another picture, but the figure had vanished, along with a strange glowing light hovering above its head. Even more unsettling, the user insists that no such light source exists in their yard. To this day, they have no explanation for what the camera captured, and they likely never will. While strolling through the woods, Mike couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Then he spotted it, a shadowy figure lurking nearby.
Watch who's stalking who now. Who's stalking who now? Look at that. Do you see a person? Yeah, who's stalking who now?
At first glance, the man seemed ordinary, just another person in the wilderness. There was no one else around, and the way he watched Mike unblinking deliberately sent a chill down his spine.
Okay, ready? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm by myself in the light. Look at that.
Alone in the forest, the unsettling encounter left him with a single haunting question. Who was that man, and what did he want? While unwinding with a smoke atop a hill near their camp, a group of co-workers snapped photos of the breathtaking full moon. But when they reviewed the images the next day, their excitement turned to horror. A massive humanoid figure loomed in the background, too large, too unnatural to be human. Even more unsettling, it was captured on multiple devices. This wasn't their first brush with the eerie unknown. Just a year earlier, they had heard blood-curdling screams echoing through the night and glimpsed a towering white figure vanishing behind a hill. They weren't alone in their experiences. Locals have reported hearing those same terrifying screams for years. Is this the work of an urban legend, or did they stumble upon something far more sinister? A camper set up a trail camera in Anger County, expecting to capture the usual wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage the next morning, he found something far more unsettling. At exactly 8 p.m., a strange translucent figure moved through the tall grass. It had a semi-transparent humanoid form with no visible legs, an oddly small head, and an eerie deliberate posture that made it impossible to write off as a camera glitch. Even stranger, the surrounding grass remained still, yet the figure triggered the motion sensor, meaning it gave off a heat signature. Whatever it was, the sight sent a chill down his spine. A Reddit user, Olive for Life, recently took a solo trip to the eerie Hampstead house in Connecticut and captured a chilling image. The photo appears to show a faint figure lurking in the background. Whether it's a genuine ghost or just a camera trick remains up for debate. Given Hampstead House's long history of ghostly tales, the image has sparked intrigue among believers and skeptics alike. Some are convinced this is real proof of the supernatural, while others argue it's just an illusion. As for the Reddit user, they believe it could be the lingering spirit of a young colonial girl. In 2016, a YouTuber was out hiking, casually testing his drone, when he stumbled upon something chilling in a nearby cornfield. At first, it seemed like just an ordinary scarecrow swaying in the wind. But as the drone zoomed in, the truth was far creepier. It wasn't a scarecrow at all. It was a clown. The unsettling figure quickly spotted the drone and bolted into the forest, disappearing where the camera couldn't follow. Was this just a bizarre prank? Or could it be tied to the eerie wave of clown sightings that gripped the world in fear that same year? While exploring a haunted waterfall, a man unknowingly captured something eerie on camera. As he pans across the cascading waters, a dark figure briefly appears only to vanish a moment later. When the camera shifts downward for a second glance, the shadowy shape is still there, but on the third pass, it's completely gone. Was this just an ordinary person lurking in the mist, or did he accidentally film something paranormal? The mystery remains. In early April 2024, TikTok user Scaredbugs set out on a bold adventure, exploring a notorious cave on a scorching hot day. The cave had a chilling reputation. Locals claimed eerie noises often echoed from its depths. Intrigued and eager to uncover the mystery, he ventured inside. As he stepped further in, an unsettling whistling sound filled the air, sending shivers down his spine.
Piccolate proprio. È strettissima. È molto bassa, molto piccola, e ci sono queste nicchie.
But despite the eerie atmosphere, he eventually emerged from the cave unnerved, yet completely unharmed. While heading back from a hike in the forest, a group of friends encountered something absolutely unreal.
Fuck, dude. Fuck. Go up. Go. Ah! Go. Go. Ah! Go. Go.
Panic set in as they spotted a massive bear sitting inside their car. Somehow the curious animal had made its way inside, turning their vehicle into its personal lounge. Holding their breath, they carefully opened the door, and to their relief, the bear bolted back into the woods. No one was hurt, but it was a heart-stopping moment they'd never forget. After receiving chilling tips from a viewer, a team of investigators arrive at an abandoned farm with a dark past. The original family vanished without a trace, and ever since, locals have reported eerie whispers and shadowy figures moving through the decaying house. As they prepare to enter, they briefly film an upstairs window that many claim hides something unnatural. Once inside, they carefully set up their equipment.
Camera either in this corner or...
Dude, what was that?
A table jerks violently across the room. Panic sets in. Was something lurking in the shadows of the farm? Or was it all an elaborate hoax? The truth remains buried in mystery. While exploring Hankey Church Cemetery in Plum, Pennsylvania, late at night, a Reddit user unknowingly captured something chilling on camera. The eerie photograph appeared to show a half-bodied apparition. Some say it resembles a priest, while others believe it could be a war veteran. According to local legend, a priest was lynched for adultery on these very grounds before the church mysteriously burned to the ground. Adding to the cemetery's unsettling aura, numerous war veterans are buried here as well. Despite repeated efforts to debunk or recreate the image, the original poster remained convinced, insisting this is one of the most compelling ghostly encounters they have ever witnessed. Reddit user LegoLizard5139 captured a bone-chilling moment outside their home, deep in the woods. After hearing eerie, unfamiliar noises, they grabbed a camera and started recording. At first, everything seemed normal, just a quiet, empty darkness. But then, for a fleeting second, a pair of glowing eyes pierced through the night before vanishing without a trace. Was it just an animal reflecting the light, or something far more unsettling lurking in the shadows? In 2018, a group of friends visited Molten Falls in Washington, a popular spot known for its breathtaking views and its risky 60-foot bridge jump. Despite warning signs, thrill seekers often leaped for fun. That day, 16-year-old Jordan stood on the edge, hesitating. She wasn't ready, but before she could decide, her best friend Taylor suddenly shoved her.
3, no, I won't go in. 2.
Well, she's saying no.
No, I just...
Ready? Oh, that's so fast.
Jordan's screams filled the air. The impact shattered 6 of her ribs, punctured a lung, and left her covered in several bruises. Taylor later claimed she never meant to hurt Jordan, but the consequences are real. When Jordan's family took legal action, Taylor pleaded guilty to reckless endangerment. Her punishment? Just 2 days in jail and community service. Though Jordan eventually healed, the emotional scars from that day would last much longer. While unwinding with a smoke atop a hill near their camp, a group of co-workers snapped photos of the breathtaking full moon. But when they reviewed the images the next day, their excitement turned to horror. A massive humanoid figure loomed in the background, too large, too unnatural to be human. Even more unsettling, it was captured on multiple devices. This wasn't their first brush with the eerie unknown. Just a year earlier, they had heard blood-curdling screams echoing through the night and glimpsed a towering white figure vanishing behind the hill. They weren't alone in their experiences. Locals have reported hearing those same terrifying screams for years. Is this the work of an urban legend, or did they stumble upon something far more sinister? While trekking through the Brazilian wilderness, a group of hikers approached a river, only to freeze in shock at what lay before them.
Essa é grande, viu? Olha aí, já, o tamanho dessa cobra. É a sucuri, anaconda. Agora vai embora. É louco.
A massive anaconda, stretching an estimated 50 feet long, slithering through the water with an almost mythical presence. Stunned, they scrambled to capture the jaw-dropping moment on camera before retreating to the safety of the shore. Their journey continued, but the encounter left them on edge, their senses heightened, constantly scanning the jungle for any more surprises lurking in the wild. A fisherman in California recently captured a mysterious video that has sparked intense speculation. In the footage, a large black figure is seen near a river, moving with a distinctly human-like posture. After a brief moment, the creature sits down by the water and appears to drink from it. Some believe it could be a person in a Bigfoot costume, while others argue it might be an undiscovered cryptid. However, the fisherman remained skeptical that it was just another person. He hadn't seen a single soul all day. So what if this was the real Bigfoot? While staying at a secluded bungalow, Carrie decided to take her dog for a family stroll through the forest, a path she had walked countless times before. But this time, something felt different. A sudden chilling scream tore through the dense underground, unlike anything she had ever heard. Her dog's ears perked up, his body tensed, before he erupted into frantic barking, fixated on the unseen source of the sound. A shiver ran down Carrie's spine. The words were distant yet unmistakable, distorted as if carried by the wind. Panic tightened around her chest. After what felt like an eternity, her dog finally returned unharmed but visibly uneasy. Without hesitation, Carrie turned back, practically dragging him along. As she hurried away, the ghostly voice still echoed faintly behind her, sending one final shudder down her spine. Reddit user Terry Pilled snapped a photo at the campground near the suspension bridge, only to discover something chilling, a ghostly white figure lurking behind a bush. At first he brushed it off as part of the surrounding plant life, but a daylight comparison revealed an unsettling truth, nothing like it was there before. The discovery has sparked debate online. Could it be a simple trick of the light, motion blur, or even an animal? Or is it something far more sinister? An apparition, a paranormal presence, or an unknown entity? What do you think? A camper set up a trail cam in Anger County, expecting to capture the usual wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage the next morning, he found something far more unsettling. At exactly 8 p.m., a strange translucent figure moved through the tall grass. It had a semi-transparent humanoid form with no legs, an oddly small head, and an eerie deliberate posture that made it impossible to write off as a camera glitch. Even stranger, the surrounding grass remained still, yet the figure triggered the motion sensor, meaning it gave off a heat signature. Whatever it was, the sight sent a chill down his spine. While exploring the infamous Crawford Road in Yorktown, Virginia, a place known for its eerie reputation, a woman and her friend decided to snap a few photos. Later, when she showed the images to her son, he noticed something chilling. If you look closely, a light-colored shirt appears just to the right of her friend, who is supposedly walking away alone. Confused, the woman recalled that her friend had deliberately ventured off by herself as a joke, confidently insisting nothing would happen. But as it turns out, she wasn't alone. This unsettling discovery leaves one haunting question: who or what was standing there? Reddit user Bonamassa72 had a chilling experience while exploring a graveyard late at night. As they roamed through the eerie silence, their camera captured something truly unsettling. A pale, ghostly figure standing motionless in the background. The apparition-like shape has sparked intense debate online. Some believe it could be the spirit of someone long departed, while skeptics argue it's just a gravestone, or perhaps another person lingering in the distance. But something about its eerie stillness and unmistakable form feels unnatural. What do you think? Could this be a real ghost, or is there a logical explanation for this haunting sight? Reddit user Underwater Whiskers stumbled upon a bizarre discovery at the end of a hike. An eerie collection of turtle shells scattered across one area. The sheer number of shells in a single spot immediately sparked debate. Was this the aftermath of a predator's feast, with discarded shells left behind? Or could poaching, environmental factors, or even human interference be to blame? While animal remains in the wild aren't unusual, the sheer volume of shells made this particularly unsettling. Was this just nature taking its course, or was there something far more sinister at play? Reddit user Lemonade Robot captured an eerie photo that sent shivers down viewers' spines. Drawn to the mist-covered graves, they snapped a picture, only to later notice something terrifying hidden in the fog. A ghostly screaming face. Even more unsettling, they recalled hearing faint, distant screams that very night. While some believe this could be chilling proof of the paranormal, skeptics argue it's just a case of paranoia. Our minds playing tricks on us. So is this the face of a restless spirit, or just an illusion of mist? What do you see? While driving past a notorious suicide bridge rumored to be haunted, a Reddit user captured something eerie in the distance. A shadowy figure standing near the bridge. Convinced they had caught a ghost on camera, they shared the chilling image online, sparking a heated debate among paranormal enthusiasts. Some believe it could be the lingering spirit of someone tied to the bridge's tragic history. However, skeptics were quick to dismiss the claim, arguing it was nothing more than a smudge on the windshield or a trick of the headlights. With the bridge's unsettling past looming over the discussion, one question remains. Was this truly a ghost, or just a case of mistaken perception? Reddit user YouGoGirl85 shared a chilling photo taken by a friend on their way home, completely unaware at the time that something eerie lurked in the bottom right corner. When the image hit the Paranormal Encounter subreddit, it immediately ignited debate. Many pointed out a shadowy human-like figure, with some even claiming it appeared to be holding a ball or helmet. Others insisted it looked like a child peering from the bushes, but not everyone was convinced. Skeptics dismissed it as a simple trick of the light, perhaps a windshield smudge or a reflection playing with perception. So what really was captured that night? A mere coincidence, or something far more unsettling?
Haunted Street. On November 13th, 2023, at exactly 3:25 a.m., a camper sat in bed, engrossed in a game of bingo on their laptop. The quiet of the night was shattered by a faint, eerie sound drifting from outside a horse's distant neigh. The haunting cry echoed across the campsite, once a bustling horse farm, but now eerily abandoned. Gripped by curiosity, they grabbed their phone to record. As they pointed it toward the darkness, a chilling sight emerged, a ghostly white figure materializing out of the shadows. This wasn't the campers' first unsettling experience at the infamous farmhouse, a site steeped in tales of paranormal activity, but it was the first time they captured something, this spine-tingling on camera. Ghost. Imagine you were just driving to where you want to camp, and you saw a ghost. Would you turn back? This man was driving down an old abandoned road on his way to his camping site, when suddenly he spotted something terrifying. A figure in a white dress was crossing the road ahead. As the man steps out of his car to investigate, he's greeted by nothing but an oppressive shroud of darkness. Was it a person he saw, or something far more sinister? And if it was a person, what could compel someone to wander alone so late at night in the heart of a desolate forest. Camping gone wrong. A camper decided to document her outdoor adventure for a YouTube video. Capturing every moment of her trip. But as she reviewed the footage during editing, she noticed something chilling, a faint movement outside her window. At the time, she brushed off the uneasy feeling, but now, watching it back, everything clicks. That shadowy movement remains a mystery. Was it a person lurking nearby, an animal passing through, or something far more supernatural? Utah Bigfoot. During the summer of 2011, a group of friends set out for a camping trip in the remote mountains of Utah, eager for days of fishing and target shooting. But their adventure took a chilling turn. As they explored deeper into the forest, they spotted movement among the trees. What they saw left them frozen in place, a large, mysterious creature, covered in brown hair, lurking just beyond their reach. Before they could get a closer look, it vanished into the dense wilderness, leaving behind only questions. To this day, they've never seen it again. Spirits A. Camper in the UK was driving down a quiet road just after 5 a.m. when they saw something unusual. A lone figure stood frozen in the middle of the road, completely unfazed by the glaring headlights piercing through the darkness. Whispers abound that these eerie apparitions could be the spirits of those who lost their lives in tragic accidents along this stretch, forever trapped in a single haunting moment in time. Blimp. On October 10th, 2023, a traffic stop turned into a terrifying event for a police officer.
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No, of course not.
All right. Sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
What the heck?
Sarah?
3201.
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle? No. Of course not. All right, sit tight, sir. I'll be right back. In the blink of an eye, a girl named Sarah vanished without a trace. The dash cam footage revealed no open doors, no signs of anyone nearby, nothing to suggest how she disappeared. From that moment forward, Sarah was simply gone. The police hit a dead end, unable to uncover her identity. To this day, the mystery of who Sarah truly was remains unsolved. Room 209. A hotel security manager in Illinois was shocked when he submitted eerie paranormal footage to the local police. After receiving multiple complaints of blood-curdling screams coming from room 209, he decided to investigate. The strange part? No one was checked into that room. Concerned, the manager radioed his team. "John, do you copy? The screams are coming from 209, but it's supposed to be empty. Can you confirm?" Amy, another team member, responded, "That room is vacant. No one's checked in, but I'm hearing the screams too." John, now alarmed, decided to check it out, despite warnings to wait for the police. Moments later, his voice came back over the radio, trembling. "Amy, call the cops now." There's no one in here, but the room, it's completely trashed. The furniture is flipped, the carpet's ripped up, and the shower is running. There's no explanation for this. As John stepped inside, something truly chilling happened. A white shadow darted out of the room, captured clearly on video. Some witnesses insist it was a single spirit, while others claim they saw multiple entities leaving. Over the years, Room 209 has been the source of countless reports of strange noises and unexplainable activity. But this recording remains the most compelling evidence of paranormal activity. What haunts Room 209? The mystery lingers. Night shift. This security guard was working the night shift when something downright bizarre happened. I swear I saw it. I saw that Y, clear as day, and then it just vanished over there, the guard recounted, still visibly shaken. I tried to stay calm, but man, I checked the cameras and I'm like, y'all see that ECs too, right? I'm not crazy. You saw it.
I saw that shit. And I'm like, and then it disappeared over there by the desk. And I was like, okay. So I looked at the camera, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera, y'all see that shit? Y'all saw that shit, right? I'm telling CHA, did y'all see that?
In the footage, a translucent figure emerges, seemingly floating above him before gliding toward the door. Was this an actual ghost? To this day, the guard can't explain what he saw that night, but the experience has left him questioning reality. Two officers were investigating in the dark after receiving reports from a passerby about a strange creature near the road. That's when they encountered something terrifying. Instinctively, they stumbled backward, gripped by an overwhelming wave of fear. When they finally mustered the courage to return and investigate the area, they were met with nothing, no trace, no explanation, just an eerie emptiness. You are not alone. On the chilling night of November 22, 2022, police officers were dispatched to a notorious house with a reputation for paranormal activity. After confirming the house was empty, they instructed the anxious homeowner to remain outside while they conducted a thorough search. But as the officers stepped inside, the eerie atmosphere thickened. Strange, inexplicable events began unfolding. Doors slammed shut without warning, prompting one officer to suggest it might be the wind. Yet the unsettling noises that followed defied any rational explanation.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
As they climbed the stairs, one officer felt an unsettling presence, even though he was alone upstairs.
Downstairs clear.
Police, is anyone inside? Make yourself known, one officer called out as they cautiously ascended the creaking staircase. That's when it hit, a disturbing sensation as if someone or something was right there with him, even though he was visibly alone. Downstairs is clear, echoed from below, but the officer upstairs couldn't shake the gnawing unease. His breathing quickened, and his growing fear was evident. After an exhaustive search revealed nothing out of the ordinary, the officers finally left the house. Yet, as they walked away, a chilling feeling lingered, like unseen eyes were still watching their every move. Birthday went wrong. A young woman and her best friend were camping in the forest to celebrate a birthday. As they enjoyed the festivities, she accidentally captured this. Out of nowhere, a face emerged behind her best friend. Her raw, unfiltered reaction makes it nearly impossible to believe this was planned. But the real question is, what did they capture? Ella was swimming in a river in the Philippines when she accidentally filmed something strange. While underwater, a pair of legs mysteriously appeared behind her, but when the camera dipped back beneath the surface just moments later, they were gone. Ella jura que estaba sola en el agua y no tiene explicación para la visión espeluznante. Some viewers believe she should dig into the area's history, suggesting the legs might belong to a ghostly presence from someone who drowned there. Could there be a supernatural story hiding beneath the surface? Swing. A man was driving through a wooded area at 3:30 a.m. when he spotted this. A pale figure sat on a swing, its ghostly silhouette swaying gently in the stillness of the night. Who could possibly be out here, swinging at such an eerie hour? Could it have been a ghost? Bones, someone was walking through the forest when they discovered something peculiar. At first glance, they thought it was a deer skeleton, but as they looked closer, they realized it was something entirely different. A human-like figure lay curled in a fetal position, but something about it was deeply unsettling. Its neck stretched unnaturally long, its head twisted into a bizarre, alien shape, and its limbs defied anything we've ever seen in nature. This couldn't possibly belong to any creature we know, could it? Site 422. On July 8th, 2023, chilling body cam footage surfaced, showing an officer encountering what appeared to be paranormal activity during a routine noise complaint investigation at an infamous abandoned property. Site 422? I'm at Site 422, the officers heard saying. This place definitely gives off some creepy vibes. What started as a standard check quickly spiraled into a spine-chilling ordeal. The footage revealed strange movements within the house, and at one point, a distinct shadow appeared in the window, sending shivers down the spine of anyone watching. To make matters worse, the officer reported hearing eerie, unexplainable sounds echoing from the distance. I keep seeing shadows walking by. What the officer murmured in disbelief, his voice trembling. Whether the officer fled the scene or pressed on with the investigation remains a mystery, but the unsettling footage raises more questions than answers. Ritual Officer Ben Malik was on patrol when something caught his eye, a shadowy figure lingering on the side of the road. As he drew closer, he realized the woman appeared to be starting a fire, compelling him to pull over and investigate. But what he saw next was beyond unsettling. Her face seemed to be burning, almost as if she were in the middle of a bizarre ritual. Despite the eerie scene, Officer Malik arrested the woman. To this day, what truly unfolded that night remains shrouded in mystery. Haunted playground. While camping, Misty Rain stumbled upon a spine-chilling scene at the deserted playground. The swings, eerily abandoned, moved back and forth on their own. There was no wind, no people, just the relentless creak of the chains cutting through the silence. Even after standing there for a while, Misty noticed the swings didn't lose momentum, as if some unseen force was pushing them. Was it a ghostly presence? A strange weather anomaly? Whatever it was, the unsettling sight was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. Ghost Girl. While exploring an abandoned churchyard in Estall, UK, a hiker had an encounter that sent chills down his spine. Out of the corner of his eye, he kept catching glimpses of what appeared to be a ghostly little girl. Gripped by both curiosity and fear, he pulled out his camera to see if his mind was playing tricks on him. As he turned the camera toward her, the eerie figure seemed to vanish into thin air. When he panned back, she was gone completely. The hiker never saw her again, leaving him to wonder if he'd just witnessed something supernatural. Scream, a Michigan man set out to film a relaxing ASMR video during a serene walk through the woods. But what started as a tranquil stroll quickly turned into a spine-chilling ordeal when he stumbled upon an abandoned part of the forest and was met with a blood-curdling scream echoing through the trees. The scream could send a chill down your spine. What could be that sound? The hiker thought he could have been a Bigfoot, or was it something far more sinister? Ghost. A group of friends ventured into an abandoned house hidden deep within the eerie woods of Japan. The video starts with shaky footage of crumbling, decayed rooms, but then, without them noticing, they unknowingly capture something chilling on camera. Suddenly, a pale, ghostly hand emerges from the shadows, gripping the edge of the wall, only to vanish as quickly as it appeared. Undeterred, the explorers push further into the house, oblivious to the sinister presence lurking in the darkness. As the camera pans past a doorway, it briefly catches the haunting glimpse of a face. No one knew how the night ended for the explorers. It forever remained a mystery. Each of these encounters is a stark reminder of the risks and mysteries that come with exploring the wild. Always be prepared, stay alert, and respect nature. Have you ever had a hiking experience that sent chills down your spine? Share your story in the comments below.